Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Weekly Options. Well, today is October the 1st, and this is a market recap of the first trading day of October. And I started off the month pretty strong. Today, I made a total of $25,396.84 trading the SPX weekly options. I had a very small loss, essentially a scratch and echo star, but I needed to get rid of that trade. So a pretty good day today. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. And while you're down there, hit the bell button so you can also get notified of any new videos. And also, please hit the like button if you don't mind. That'll help this channel continue to grow and get the content out to more people who love to trade options. Well, let's get right to the video and I'll take you exactly through how this day unfolded and let you know my thought process entering my SPX trade.
Good morning, everyone. Well, it is October 1st, and we are starting a new month here, and it's a fresh slate for everybody, and we can now just go forward into the last quarter of the year and see how things go. So today we're looking at the overnight chart of the S&P E-mini futures, and as you can see, we just started right at around, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whenever the market opened, depending on your time zone. And the futures just traded all the way down and probably could have something to do with the government shutdown. Had a big dip, established a new low here, and then we've been coming back up since around like 2:30 in the morning. And we've just kind of chopped around right at around this 67.10 level for most of the past hour. So, top of the range, bottom of the range, middle of the range over the overnight session. We'll see what this means for the morning session. I would not be surprised if both the bottom of the range down here at 66.81 gets tested and also maybe rebound to the top of the range or vice versa. We'll head over here to SPX and just look at the SPX chart. Obviously, the first candle still has to print. It's going to be down, but this is going to represent opportunities. If we come down and we sweep the lows, that might just kind of clear out some stop losses. And then once we've done that, then maybe we might rebound. I'm just going to be nimble today. I'm going to take it nice and slow, and we'll just see how the market develops today. We've got some other trades in the works, and we'll just also watch those as well. I believe I'm in HIMS. Looks like HIMS is going to open down again, 1.32%. And I'm in silver, and it looks like silver is going to open way up again. I bought some yesterday, and then I bought some like 10 seconds before market close, and that is going to turn out to be a good idea, after all, a good decision, because we're going to be opening up at least 1.5% today. So nice market activities out there and ready to take advantage of it. Well, SPX came just charging out of the gate here like a raging bull. Just started and just printed a very beautiful 5-minute candle here. We've got about 45 more seconds to go, and we are closing at the top of the range. I'm going to be cautious here and just watch this activity play out. We may come back up here into these areas of resistance and roll back over and come down and test the lows. It's possible. Or we may just show that we can kind of blast through this and keep going. And time will tell. But this is certainly encouraging. It shows that the bulls are ready to fight. And the tape looks like there are some buyers that want to come in and hold this market up. We'll see if they've got legs or if the bears are going to sell things off. This is the chart of the gold spot futures. And we had a little bit of retracement here. We touched the 100 period moving average, respected that line, and had a nice, good bounce back up this morning. I know that gold is high, but it's got a lot of strength. It's got a lot of momentum. I think it's going to reclaim this 100 period ascending linear regression channel. I'm going to go ahead and pick up maybe quarter size position in gold right here and see what the market tells me about my position. Okay, so I went ahead and went over to GLD and I established my position right here. And so I'm now in GLD, and I like my position right there in GLD. We'll give that trade a chance to work. I simply went out around, I think, 110 days or so and picked up some in the money call options, and we'll see how those work out. I think they'll work out quite nicely. Again, back to SPX. Well, as suspected, we came up, meant to trap the retail guys FOMOing in. We came up and we hit the high of day from yesterday, actually from Monday, and then we promptly went back down and then took out the bottom of the opening candle. So very classic shenanigans from the S&P 500. We're just going to kind of sit out for a while and see how the day develops. Right now, we're just kind of trading in the middle of a range. It's easy to get chopped up, and I don't want to get chopped up. I may get chopped up, but I'm going to do my best to not get chopped up today. Okay, I'm going to enter an SPX position right here. I think we went up, we came down, we swept the lows, and we've got a little bit of strength here, I believe. I may be wrong, but I think this is a good position to go ahead and establish a position in SPX right at about this level. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look out maybe 2 months and get some calls that are perhaps maybe slightly in the money and give it some chance to move, chance to work. But it seems to be constructive today. We needed to test these lows. We needed to get some stops out. And the 9 o'clock candle was a green candle. And I think the real money's going to work here, and we may go back and get back to even on the day. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and enter a position, and I'm long SPX. We'll see how this goes throughout the day. So I'm looking here at EchoStar, ticker symbol SATS, and I've been in this name for the better part of a month. I purchased it here on this breakout, and it really just kind of faded and chopped around. It hadn't reached my stop loss, so I stayed in it. We're showing a little bit of signs of life today, and I'm really right at break even. This has just been too much of my money tied up in this without it moving anywhere. It's time to take my profit on this, which is essentially just a scratch on the trade, redeem my capital, and deploy it someplace else. So I'm out of EchoStar as of today, right at that level. Sometimes trades don't work, and I'm at least glad that I got out of this without losing any money. So we are about 2.5 hours before the close of the day, and this is SPX. We opened up, we came down, took out the low, came up, and I entered right here, and that turned out to be a good move thus far. We are trending north on the day, so these calls that I purchased are now positive, and they're doing pretty well right now. So we're continuing to make some new highs on the day. I like the momentum. I'll decide soon whether or not to close these out, but I want to see how things go for the next hour or so. So right now, things are going really well with SPX. Glad to be in that trade. It's looking pretty good. We'll look at silver as well. Silver's doing quite nicely today. And then I got into GLD, and GLD is also holding its own. So not bad today. Glad to get out of EchoStar, and the rest of my equities are doing pretty well. So we'll be back at the end of the day for a little bit of a wrap up. Well, we are in our final 30 minutes of trading today, and we'll just quickly look and see what SPX has done today. It's actually moved pretty nicely in a positive direction. I entered here at about the 9:15 mark, and from there the market just went up today. So it's just been a steady grind higher, and I've just been riding the momentum. We've had a couple doji candles up here on this 15-minute chart, and the market will be closing in about 30 minutes. So I think somewhere right in here is where I'm going to take my profits for the day. I'm not going to get too greedy. It's been a nice day trade for me in SPX, and I'll be happy to take my profit and run on this trade. So glad everything went well. We'll check back at the end of the day for a recap on the total P&L for the day.
Well, let's recap by looking back at the first day of the month. As you can see here, 2 trades for $25,000. Last month we had a spectacular month. We actually ended up the month making $606,000 trading in the month of September. I'm going to see how this month goes. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on myself, but hopefully I can continue to make good decisions and have another spectacular trading month in the month of October. Well, let me know down in the comments, what did you trade today? How did you do in the market today? Please let me know down in the comments below. Well, folks, that's all I've got for today. Until next time, take care and happy trading.